The year 536 is often regarded as the worst year in history, a time marked by a series of catastrophic events that profoundly affected human life. This year is significant not only for its immediate impact but also for the long-lasting consequences it had on societies across the globe. Historical records indicate that a mysterious fog enveloped much of Europe, leading to a dramatic drop in temperatures, which resulted in crop failures and widespread famine. This climatic anomaly, often attributed to volcanic eruptions, caused the sun to be obscured for nearly 18 months, plunging the world into darkness and despair. Additionally, the year saw the onset of the plague of Justinian, a devastating pandemic that swept through the Byzantine Empire, further decimating populations already weakened by famine. The combination of these events created a perfect storm of hardship, leading to social upheaval and economic decline. As we delve into the significance of 536, we invite you to explore how these calamities shaped human history, influencing everything from agricultural practices to societal structures. Join us in examining the profound impact of this tumultuous year, as we uncover the lessons it holds for us today and reflect on the resilience of humanity in the face of adversity. Before the year 536, the world was experiencing a complex tapestry of political and social dynamics, particularly within the Byzantine Empire under Emperor Justinian. Justinian, who reigned from 527 to 565, was known for his ambitious efforts to restore the Roman Empire's former glory, which included military campaigns led by his renowned general, Belisarius. Together, they sought to reclaim lost territories in the west, achieving notable victories in North Africa and Italy. This period was marked by significant architectural and legal advancements, including the construction of the Hagia Sophia and the codification of Roman law, known as the Corpus Juris Civilis. However, beneath this veneer of prosperity, the empire faced mounting challenges. Procopius, a prominent historian of the time, documented both the achievements and the struggles of Justinian's reign, providing insight into the societal tensions and unrest that simmered beneath the surface. As the empire expanded, it also grappled with internal strife, economic pressures, and the looming threat of external invasions. These factors set the stage for the environmental and societal upheavals that would soon emerge, culminating in the catastrophic events of 536, which would forever alter the course of history and challenge the resilience of the Byzantine Empire and its people. In the year 536, a remarkable and unsettling phenomenon occurred. The sun's light was significantly diminished, leading to widespread darkness that profoundly impacted the world. Procopius, a contemporary historian, documented this unusual behavior, noting that the sun appeared to be obscured by a mysterious fog, casting an eerie pall over the landscape. His observations highlighted the strangeness of the sun's diminished brightness, which was unlike anything experienced before. Additionally, the writings of Michael the Syrian, a later historian, corroborated these accounts, stating that this darkness persisted for an astonishing 18 months. The prolonged absence of sunlight had dire consequences for agriculture, as crops struggled to grow in the shadow of the obscured sun. Farmers faced unprecedented challenges, leading to widespread crop failures and food shortages. The lack of sunlight disrupted the natural cycles of planting and harvesting, resulting in famine that affected vast populations. This agricultural collapse not only exacerbated existing societal tensions but also contributed to the overall decline of the Byzantine Empire during this tumultuous period. The darkness of 536 serves as a stark reminder of how environmental phenomena can drastically alter human life, setting the stage for a series of calamities that would unfold in the years to come. The climatic changes of 536 led to widespread famine, profoundly affecting agricultural production across the globe. The darkened sun, which persisted for an extended period, severely impacted crop yields, as plants struggled to photosynthesize in the diminished light. This resulted in significant declines in harvests, leading to food shortages that rippled through various regions. The drop in temperatures, often attributed to volcanic activity, created an inhospitable environment for farming, with many crops failing to mature. In particular, staple grains such as wheat and barley were hit hard, causing panic and desperation among communities reliant on these essential food sources. Regions far and wide felt the effects, including Ireland, where severe food shortages emerged as a direct consequence of the climatic upheaval. The Irish population, already vulnerable, faced dire circumstances as crops failed and livestock perished due to the harsh conditions. This widespread famine not only led to malnutrition and starvation but also triggered social unrest and migration as people sought sustenance elsewhere. The catastrophic agricultural failures of 536 serve as a stark reminder of how interconnected our world is, illustrating how environmental changes can have devastating effects on human societies, leading to suffering and upheaval across continents. During the tumultuous year of 536, the world faced not only climatic upheaval but also the onset of the Justinian plague, a devastating pandemic that would have far-reaching consequences. This plague, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, manifested with alarming symptoms, including fever, chills, and painful swellings known as buboes. The disease spread rapidly through trade routes and urban centers, particularly affecting Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. As the plague took hold, the population of Constantinople faced dire implications. Estimates suggest that the city lost a significant portion of its inhabitants, leading to a demographic crisis. The sheer scale of mortality overwhelmed the healthcare systems of the time, leaving survivors to grapple with the loss of family members and community leaders. The pervasive fear of contagion further exacerbated societal instability, as people fled the city or isolated themselves, disrupting social cohesion. The combination of famine and plague created a perfect storm of despair, leading to a decline in public health and a breakdown of societal structures. As the Justinian plague ravaged the population, it not only decimated lives but also contributed to the overall decline of the Byzantine Empire, marking a pivotal moment in history that underscored the fragility of human societies in the face of calamity. In 536, China experienced a series of environmental disasters that compounded the global crises of the time. Reports from this period indicate unusual weather patterns, including dust rains that swept across vast regions, obscuring the sun and disrupting the natural climate. These dust storms, coupled with erratic rainfall, created an inhospitable environment for agriculture, leading to significant crop failures. Farmers struggled to cultivate their fields as the soil became increasingly barren, and the lack of consistent weather patterns made it nearly impossible to predict planting and harvesting seasons. The agricultural decline had dire consequences for the population, as food shortages began to emerge. As crops failed, widespread famine ensued, devastating communities already grappling with the effects of other calamities. The resulting famines not only led to malnutrition and starvation but also triggered social unrest, as desperate populations sought resources and sustenance. Historical records suggest that these environmental disasters contributed to a decline in the overall health of the population, exacerbating the suffering caused by famine. The interconnectedness of these events highlights how environmental factors can dramatically influence human societies, leading to a cascade of challenges that reverberate through history, leaving lasting scars on the affected regions. The year 536 is often linked to significant volcanic activity that contributed to the widespread disasters of that time. Evidence suggests that a series of eruptions in Iceland released vast amounts of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, leading to a dramatic cooling effect across the globe. This volcanic activity obscured sunlight, resulting in the darkened skies reported by historians like Procopius. The global effects were profound, as temperatures plummeted, disrupting weather patterns and agricultural cycles. Additionally, theories propose that eruptions in regions such as El Salvador and North America may have also played a role in this climatic upheaval. These eruptions, while less documented, are believed to have contributed to the atmospheric disturbances that characterized the year. The combination of these volcanic events is thought to have triggered the onset of the Little Ice Age, a period of cooler temperatures that would last for several centuries. This connection underscores the intricate relationship between volcanic activity and climate, illustrating how eruptions can have far-reaching consequences beyond their immediate vicinity. The cascading effects of these eruptions not only led to environmental disasters in 536 but also set the stage for prolonged periods of hardship, shaping the trajectory of human history in the centuries that followed. The year 536 had a profound impact on the Mochi civilization in Peru, particularly through its agricultural practices and economic stability. The Mochi were known for their advanced irrigation systems and agricultural techniques, which allowed them to cultivate a variety of crops, including maize, beans, and potatoes. However, the climatic changes of this period, exacerbated by the El Niño weather system, disrupted these practices. El Niño typically brings heavy rains and flooding, which can devastate crops and erode irrigation infrastructure. During this time, the Mochi faced significant challenges as erratic weather patterns led to crop failures and diminished agricultural output. The economic consequences were severe. As food supplies dwindled, trade networks that relied on agricultural surplus began to collapse. The resulting famine had devastating effects on the Mochi population, leading to malnutrition and increased mortality rates. Communities that once thrived became strained as resources became scarce, and social structures began to unravel under the pressure of survival. The combination of agricultural disruption and economic decline marked a turning point for the Mochi civilization, highlighting how interconnected environmental factors can lead to societal collapse. The hardships faced during this tumultuous year ultimately contributed to the decline of the Mochi, reshaping the region's history for generations to come. Modern scholars have made significant strides in understanding the catastrophic events of the year 536, with Harvard historian Michael McCormick and his research team at the forefront of this research. Their work focuses on analyzing ice core samples and tree rings, which serve as vital evidence of historical climate conditions. Ice cores extracted from glaciers contain trapped air bubbles that reveal atmospheric composition and temperature fluctuations over millennia. Similarly, tree rings provide insights into growth patterns, indicating periods of drought or excessive moisture. McCormack's team has identified a marked decline in temperatures around 536, correlating with historical accounts of darkness and famine. These findings suggest that a series of volcanic eruptions, likely from Iceland, released significant amounts of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, leading to a global cooling effect. The significance of these findings extends beyond mere historical curiosity. They enhance our understanding of how climate events can shape human societies and influence historical trajectories. By connecting environmental data with historical narratives, scholars like McCormick are shedding light on the complex interplay between climate and civilization. This research not only deepens our comprehension of the past but also serves as a cautionary tale about the potential impacts of contemporary climate change on future societies. In summary, the year 536 stands out as a pivotal moment in history, marked by a series of catastrophic events that had profound long-term effects on societies worldwide. From the darkened skies caused by volcanic eruptions to the widespread famine and the devastating Justinian plague, the challenges faced during this tumultuous year reshaped civilizations and altered the course of history. These events serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of human existence and the interconnectedness of environmental factors and societal stability. However, they also highlight the remarkable resilience of humanity in the face of adversity, as communities adapted and persevered despite overwhelming challenges. As we reflect on these historical lessons, it becomes clear that understanding our past can inform our responses to contemporary issues. We encourage you to engage with this content further by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and sharing it with others who may be interested in exploring more historical insights. Together, we can delve deeper into the complexities of our shared history and learn from the experiences of those who came before us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time, and we look forward to bringing you more enlightening discussions in the future.